Sister Wives Kody Brown leaves viewers speechless. Sister Wives star Kody Brown often leaves a sour taste in viewers' mouths, but there was a moment in Sunday night's episode that stunned everyone. From needlessly defending Robin Brown to continuously speaking ill of his ex-wives, viewers weren't sure that Kody could sink any lower. But in a conversation with Janelle, he said something that dumbfounded viewers. Viewers don't believe Kody Brown's latest vow. Kody Brown has never been one to admit fault or accept personal responsibility. But during last night's episode, he said something that caught viewers off guard. During the new episode last night, Kody vowed to never speak poorly about his first wife. Around the world, viewers' jaws dropped. For years, the family patriarch has done nothing but badmouth Meri. "I'll never speak a bad word about Meri." Again, a Sister Wives viewer shared on Reddit, quoting Sunday's episode. "Somebody on production clip that for the season finale or next season, please." The pause before the again was deafening. Plenty of other Sister Wives viewers agreed that they found the scene incredibly aggravating. Most didn't believe Kody's negative feelings about Meri changed at all. "I caught that too. You know he talked mad asterisk to about everyone to Robin, and she loved it. He 1000% will, and when it happens he will justify it by saying, well, if Meri hadn't __, I wouldn't have __. It will be underhanded, and definitely not his fault that he had to say something bad about her. He's only saying he'll never say another bad word about Meri. Again, because he's scared she'll start spilling all his and Robin's dirty little secrets. OMG when he said that I was. Like, oh really now? You're done now? Got it all out? And yeah, I'm super sure you and Meri are going to stay great friends. She'll be calling you all the time with the latest updates." He's so dumb. Christine Brown also feels hurt by her ex's words and actions. Sister Wives fans are positive Kody will hurt Meri again. It's just a matter of time. And in the meantime, Christine Brown Woolley has admitted that her ex-husband's confessionals are incredibly painful to watch. "I get frustrated and hurt," Christine shared with Us Weekly. "I just talked to David about it because I would never do the things Kody accuses me of doing." The Chris Bottomaire set the scene as the Brown family saga unfolded on a Sunday evening. Fans of Sister Wives gathered in living rooms across the country, their expectations as complex as the relationships they watched on screen. This was no ordinary episode. This one promised a moment that would have viewers buzzing for days, if not weeks. And true to form, Kody Brown, the controversial patriarch whose decisions never failed to ignite strong reactions, managed to turn the evening into a moment of disbelief. The moment that stunned viewers. Kody sat across from Janelle, a tension hanging between them like a dense fog. It was the type of silence that viewers had come to recognize, an unsaid truth lingering just out of reach, threatening to burst. His eyes, usually flickering with a blend of self-assuredness and defensiveness, looked oddly softened. He shifted, cleared his throat, and with a voice that seemed weighted by an uncharacteristic emotion, he said, "I'll never speak a bad word about Meri." Again. A beat. A moment so palpable that fans watching from the other side of their screens leaned forward instinctively. Then came the pause before the again, a pause that spoke volumes. It wasn't just a gap in dialogue, it was a chasm filled with years of history, betrayal, and broken promises. The fan reaction. Social media lit up like a wildfire. On Reddit, Sister Wives followers dissected the scene with a fervor usually reserved for political debates or blockbuster finals. "I'll never speak a bad word about Meri," again, quoted one fan, sarcasm dripping from their virtual pen. Somebody on production clip that for the season finale or next season, please. The pause before the again was deafening. Others were quick to voice their disbelief. He's only saying he'll never say another bad word about Meri because he's scared she'll start spilling all his and Robin's dirty little secrets, wrote one particularly cynical viewer. The post garnered thousands of upvotes and a flurry of comments agreeing that Kody's sudden vow seemed less like a change of heart and more like an act of damage control. A history of painful words. To those familiar with sister wives, Kody's latest declaration rang hollow. For years, he had painted Meri in an unflattering light. From his passive-aggressive asides to pointed remarks, his words had often cut deeper than he likely realized. The fallout of these interactions was evident in the way Meri's eyes would harden, her expression resolute even as her heartbreak seeped through. For Meri, the first wife who had once shared Kody's dreams of building a family that redefined what love and marriage could mean, the sting was always personal. As the years passed, the relationship had morphed from hopeful to strained, and eventually into something that seemed like a ghost of what it once was. Fans were not convinced that Kody's promise to abstain from negative remarks would hold. The idea that a single moment of supposed revelation could erase years of resentment seemed improbable. Christine's perspective. If there was one person who understood the pain that Meri experienced, it was Christine. The once vibrant third wife of the Brown clan had always been a symbol of resilience. Now happily married to David Woolley, Christine had carved out a new life for herself. One where she was finally free of the weight Kody's words had carried for so long. In an interview with Us Weekly, Christine revealed the emotional toll that Kody's behavior had taken on her over the years. "I get frustrated and hurt," she admitted. "I just talked to David about it because I would never do the things Kody accuses me of doing." Her eyes, warm and earnest, held the glint of someone who had fought hard to reclaim her peace. Watching the episodes now, from the comfort of her own home with David beside her, Christine was both relieved and angered by what she saw. Kody's latest promise regarding Meri might have been directed at someone else, but to Christine, it felt familiar. It was the same pattern, the same empty assurance that had once kept her hoping things could change. A calculated move. Many fans speculated that Kody's declaration was not born out of genuine introspection, but was a strategic move, meant to placate those who had begun to see through the cracks in his facade. After all, his marriage to Robin had been scrutinized heavily. For some, it seemed as if Robin thrived on the drama that fueled Kody's divide and conquer approach. "I caught that too. You know, he talked mad asterisk about everyone to Robin, and she loved it," wrote one Reddit user, echoing the sentiments of dozens more. The insinuation that Robin, the youngest wife, held the sway over Kody that none of the others did was a point of ongoing debate. But as the discussion unfolded online, one thing became clear. Few people believed that Kody's words would hold weight for long. The fallout with Janelle. Janelle, the steadfast and pragmatic second wife, had long stood by Kody's side, weathering the storm of his mood swings and fiery disputes. But even she had reached a tipping point in recent months. During their conversation in this pivotal episode, her eyes did not waver as Kody made his vow. Viewers noticed the subtle flicker of disbelief that passed across her features. It was a look that said, "I've heard this all before." And indeed, she had. Janelle's patience, tested time and again, was now worn thin. As Kody spoke, she listened, but with the guarded demeanor of someone who had learned the hard way that actions, not words, revealed a person's true intentions. A chorus of skepticism. Fans weren't the only ones expressing doubt. Inside sources close to the production suggested that even the crew had been caught off guard by Kody's declaration. An unnamed source revealed, "There was a moment of silence on set after Kody said it. People exchanged looks like they couldn't believe what they just heard." This added another layer of intrigue. Was Kody aware of the cameras to such a degree that he had crafted his statement for the benefit of public sympathy? Or had the stress of managing the fractured family dynamics finally led him to a moment of genuine, albeit fleeting, clarity? Christine's new chapter. While Kody continued to struggle with the tangled web of relationships he had created, Christine was flourishing. Her marriage to David was a stark contrast to what viewers had seen her endure during her years with Kody. The glow on her face when she spoke of her new life was unmistakable. "I would never do the things Kody accuses me of doing," she repeated in the interview, as if speaking directly to the millions who had followed her journey. In those words was a simple truth. Christine was no longer defined by her past. And she wanted the same for the other wives, even for Meri, who still lingered in a liminal space between independence and hope. Meri's path forward. As the episode closed and the screen faded to black, viewers were left wondering how Meri would respond. Would she hold out hope that Kody's words marked a turning point, or would she, like Christine, choose her own path forward? Meri had shown glimpses of her strength, moments where she hinted that she was done being the collateral damage in Kody's search for validation. But breaking free was easier said than done. The episode's impact rippled through the fanbase, creating conversations that would echo until the next explosive reveal. Kody had left viewers speechless, but not in the way he might have hoped. To many, his promise seemed destined to become just another broken pledge in a history full of them. As the credits rolled, a single thought lingered in the minds of viewers. Would this time be different?